Good morning. Welcome to Coaches Go Social. I'm so excited for the show today. We are talking all about digital courses, digital products, all of the things that we are now in this virtual world we have to be ready to get them launched. And so this month, I've dedicated this entire month to talking about online courses, digital products, all these things that, because now we are really in a virtual space, we have to think differently, right? We have to think creatively about how we're going to reach our ideal clients and how we're going to build our audience and how we can really leverage our time to help more people. I'm really glad that you're here today. I'm super, super thankful to have my friend and a course expert, Melody Johnson. She is the course consultant, and she helps people really define and create their course to get them to have that product into their repertoire of services. So super, super, super excited. If you have your questions, if you're creating a course, you're thinking about a course, if you're creating a digital product, if you're thinking, there's something in there that you might want to test and try out, definitely stick around. This is going to be a value-packed, action-oriented training and interview, and I'm super, super, super glad you're here. Hey, Tim, how's it going? I'm so glad that you're here. So we're going to talk about, Melody's going to teach us about how and why done is better than perfect, and why to consider a smaller, like a mini course or a smaller product versus a bigger online course. And also when and how, we're going to geek out about this, when and how to market your online course. So this is going to be really, really value packed. So make sure to ask all your questions along the way. We can make it super interactive, of course. And then afterwards, we want to see you face to face. So we're going to do a little after show in the Facebook Messenger chat room. So make sure you stick around for that. Right at 10 o'clock, we'll hang out for 15 minutes so we can see all your smiling faces, and we're going to have some fun there. So this show, My Coaches Go Social, is sponsored by Wave.video. Wave.video is a super easy to use tool to edit your videos, to repurpose your content, to make it really easy for you to get all of that information out into the social, all your information out into the world on social media. So if you want to try, I have a link for you to try Wave.video out. It's super awesome. It's actually the tool that I use to put together my intro video. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my intro video here, just a quick little intro, and then I'm going to bring Melody on with us. Stick around. Yay, and here is Melody. Yes, there you are.
Hi, good morning,
Hello.
everybody.
Yes, we got Tim here and Janae. Thank you so much for joining us right now. We're so happy to be here. I'm so glad to have you here because this is such an important topic right now. And before we jump into it and all the exciting stuff we're going to talk about, I want you to share a little bit about yourself. But first of all, the story of how we met, of course,
Yes.
in social media marketing world, all the magic happens.
Yes. So for those of you who don't know me, hello, good morning, hola. My name is Melody. I'm an online course strategist. I have a master's degree in instructional design, and I help coaches and consultants transition and shift from their services into online courses and training programs that make impactful transitions for their clients and students. So the story of how I met Amy was I was volunteering at Social Media Marketing World, and Amy was super sweet. She was really helpful. We were helping out with a speaker concierge, and we were helping all of the speakers get supported with their presentations. And from there, we just continued to connect with each other. And it's just really fun because I moved from Arizona all the way to, oh, sorry, from Michigan to Arizona. And then now San Diego's not that far away anymore. So I'm really excited to be here.
Yay, I'm so excited that you're here. Master's in Instructional Design. We can learn a lot from you. Stay tuned, people. This is going to be really, really valuable stuff here. I'm so excited.
Yes.
And I know Tim was at Social Media Marketing World, and so you may have recognized each other from there. If not, now you know. Now you're friends. There you are. So yes, I'm really interested in this topic because I think we're going to talk about a wide breadth of topics that really incorporate courses, but also like, you know, the mindset, which I love talking about as a business owner. And, you know, the first thing on our list to talk about is why done is better than perfect. Because I know that there is a lot of us out there that, you know, we wait and wait and wait, and we want to do something. We're like, oh, not done yet. No, let's fix it more. You know, like, what if this little thing is off? Like, why should we not? I mean, I know why we should not do that. I want to hear your perspective on why should we just get it out there and get it done.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just a background about me, I worked in corporate training and development for several years as an instructional designer. So, just to give a definition of what is an instructional designer, what do they do? I actually help create training materials for corporate. And so, what that involved was large scale planning across multiple training departments, big budgets, big dollars, big conversations that were had. And so we would have these sprawling projects that would last months, sometimes even years planning. And everybody would nitpick, you know, there would be always something that wasn't right. And so I thought to myself, while I was working in corporate, I really feel like there's a better way. I just want to get it out there, but I didn't have the control over that. And so I said, hey, you know what? I want to go ahead and transition into my own business and help people create online courses to help scale their services into virtual training programs. And so when I started doing it, a lot of the coaches and consultants that I would work with, from financial planning advisors to business coaches and consultants to creative business owners like, you know, Instagram marketing, they would be so amazing with all of their amazing ideas. But then when it came to actually pushing publish, they would go, oh no, I don't want to do it. There's something wrong. The slide deck could be better. And so they would get into this mindset that everything has to be perfect before they launch anything. And so what I had to really just coach my clients on is really just supporting them and saying, hey, you know what? You're keeping people from learning if you don't publish this. People want to know what you have to say. People really find what you have to say valuable. And if you share it with the world in a way that's meaningful and engaging, people are going to be able to purchase from you. So the more that you hesitate, the more that you kind of overthink things, then the more you're going to prevent people from actually learning and making that impact that you really wanted to. And so when I first started creating courses, I had a framework, a process in which to develop it. And so I decided that, hey, you know what? I wonder if there's a way to actually launch a product without over planning and overthinking. And so over the last 3 months, I've been refining that process. And recently, about 2 months ago, I launched a product within 10 days. And I pre-sold something that I'd never actually created until I actually received the money for it. So it is possible to create a course in less than a month. It's definitely possible to make something without trying to overhype and overplan. You don't have to have it perfect. You just have to get it done.
I love that. And I love that at the very beginning you said, you know, by you hesitating, by you thinking that it has to be perfect, you are stopping people from learning. You are not allowing people to learn because you're holding on to this and you're trying to make it like so perfect. And I mean, the truth of the matter is, like you said, you don't even have to have anything to actually sell it. You have to have the idea and you have to have the knowledge and you have to be able to communicate that. Like you said, it can be sold just like that. So that's really, really cool. People are looking for, that's why courses are so important. People are looking for information to be able to learn. They're at home. They want to improve their lives. In my past guest, she said that, the three main topics people want to buy courses that are going to help them make money, improve their relationship, and get healthy. Those are the main topics. And if you're somewhere in that realm, that's, that information people are looking for.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. That. Yeah, absolutely.
So good. Done is better than perfect. So if you are watching right now and you have a course, like an idea of a course in mind, maybe not even, or a product or something, share it with us here. We want to hear about it. We want to know about it. And again, and once you say it out loud, once you like type it out, you see it in real life, like then it starts to become more real. And then it's where we need to, then you start thinking, okay, how can I make this happen? So definitely share your ideas with us in the comments. So why should we consider smaller digital products versus, like a big course, or, what are the differences? What are the advantages?
Yes, I love this topic so much. And we were just chatting about this earlier, Amy. So, a lot of people feel that they have to have this huge mega course, some signature course or program. And for a long time, that was the methodology that was rampant across the industry for digital courses. You find people like Amy Porterfield, who has her signature digital course academy, and a lot of programs that are being sold at $997 up to $2,000. And so for many years, that was what people were doing. You sell one thing, it is this sprawling, massive course with 20 PDFs and a gigantic launch that you spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and you get all hyped up, and it's just so overwhelming, right? And so when I talk with people, people often have the same mindset. But what's true now more than ever is that people want quick wins. And this is not only just a behavioral thing, but it's also a strategic mindset. So, for instance, if someone decides to learn more about you, they generally, and most people still do this, have some sort of opt in or freebie, right? So now, instead of the freebie, people are pushing more for the SLOs, or the self liquidating offer, or the low ticket offer, as some people call them. That's generally a digital product or a template that's roughly between maybe $6 all the way up to $47. And so this digital mini course gives people a taster of some larger framework course or group coaching program that's going to give them the step-by-step instructions. So those larger group coaching programs that are higher touch, that are more massive in size, think 10 modules or 6 modules, those courses generally won't be something that everyone will buy because of the high touch application. And so when you think about it, it's just a beautiful, magical value ladder. People want to be able to work with you and get a taste of what it looks like to work with you in lower priced ways. So that $37 product might turn into $2,000 within 2 to 3 months. And so I'm not saying that it's not possible to sell a $997 or $2,000 product. You can, but I'm saying it's so much easier if you create a digital product or course from the archives of what you already have to actually convert that audience member who just got a taste of what you have to offer into a larger group coaching program, or maybe a live group support program that you have for your course. And it's definitely possible to do that without spending weeks or months planning. It is much more feasible to do something with a low price product that's, $37, that's, maybe 3 to 5 videos long and has a few templates in it.
Definitely. Yeah. It kind of goes back to also what, how you're selling it too, kind of like we talked about before. If you're selling a more expensive product, you really have to have that connection with the person already. Hey, Mary. I wonder if you recognize Melody from Social Media Marketing World. I'm not sure if you do. She was an attendee this year, last couple times she was a volunteer. So thanks for showing up, Mary. We're talking about digital products that, for the higher end ones, you really have to already have a relationship built with them. If someone's, not going to come across you and instantly spend, drop $2,000, $5,000 in a course, they're going to want to get to know you first. And so depending on how you have your customer journey set up is going to be how you, line up your products with that. So if you have, depending on how you, that process is set up. So what you're saying is you can offer a lower end product, which doesn't have to be anything like brand new. It can be like a small little portion of your big course that allows them to get to know you and then go, oh, I want to know more. And now that they know you, that you have that, trust built, then they're more likely to enter into one of your bigger offers, right?
Exactly. And The truth is that, those low ticket offers are just rampant across Facebook. So you're seeing them throughout your ads if you are a course consumer like myself. And so when you're thinking about it, you have to think about this in terms of, if someone were brand new to you, what is a way that you can support their growth while also still making sales? So the idea with this low ticket funnel, or slow offers, which, one of your other guests was talking about, is that you can support the ads and you can still make money while doing it. And so, even if you don't do ads at first, because I feel like a lot of people have this pressure that they have to have ads at first in order to make sales. That's false. Like, you do not need to have ads to make money with your course. You can still sell it with your organic reach. And then if you have the funds, or if you want to create a new ad to sell your course, you can do that later. I just hate the idea of people are like, I have to have this huge Facebook ad spend to spend all this money on ads. My opinion is that you can sell it strategically with your network and then build from there, because then your launch is in stages instead of one huge thing. And it's so much more doable than trying to figure out the whole ad algorithm and everything.
Definitely. Yeah. Janae was talking about, you mentioned my past guest. Last week I had Jenna Sword. She's a brand strategist as well, and she does course launches, and her perspective was what she had talked about, the self-liquidating offer. And can you just define that again for us, please?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So the self-liquidating offer is basically a low-ticket digital product or course that is between $6 to $37 or $47, and that is going to be creating some revenue to provide to support your ad spend. So basically, it is covering the cost of doing your marketing for you. So that's one method of doing the low ticket offers, or slows as they're called them. I personally feel like there's so much buzz, and people make it seem like it's this really scary thing. It's not scary. Just put something really small together, and you can take somebody from step one. I don't know anything about you, from your freebie. You can turn that digital product, that small low ticket course, into a tripwire, which is basically a low cost product, and then basically get a sale that way. You can also run the ad directly to your Facebook ads. I personally, I don't really run ads that much. I run ads here and there, but my opinion is, you don't have to make it scary. Just get it done, get it out there, and then make a larger launch campaign strategy.
Definitely. Yeah. It's funny too, because there's so many different ways to go about all of these things, about the customer journey, about launching a course. There's all these different ways. My advice is, you really just have to learn what there is to know about, digital courses or online, digital products, online courses. Like, learn what you know to be able to get kind of an idea of what the landscape is, and then find what works for you, because not everything is going to work for everybody, and you've got to just understand what you are doing, what your goals are, and then find what's best suited for you, because there is so many different ways to go about it. Janae is saying that she had a client that wanted to promote like crazy instead of sharing value earlier. And now that she hasn't made any money, now she wants to share value. And I wish you would have listened to me. I know how it feels. Totally. So that leads us into our topic about when and how you should promote your digital products or courses.
Yeah. So my opinion is this, that you can create a marketing strategy that's authentic, that still provides value, and still connect with people and get a sale. So one of the ways that I actually do it is through creating affiliate programs. And so affiliate programs helps me to connect up with my audience. It helps me to reach farther when I don't have a huge audience, and it also helps get sales. And so just recently, I checked my email last night and I was like, oh, I just got a sale. And it was from an affiliate who had shared my products. And it's really nice to actually see that come in because I wasn't actively promoting it. I didn't have to spend hours on Facebook Live doing it. And although I do promotional strategies by guesting on, guesting, is that a word? Guest.
Now.
Guesting. Guesting on other people's podcast episodes and doing promotional collaborations with other creators. I don't generally do a lot of Facebook advertising. I do post on social media. But I think to Jenna's point, that whole idea of sharing value, I want to go back to that because I think that a lot of times people feel like they're creating, and they spend all this time focused on product creation and product development. But what they don't realize is that there's actually a ramp up period, and that's the pre-launch content. And so in your pre-launch content, you really want to focus on three things. One, providing some sort of value that's associated with your digital product or course. And so, for instance, if you have a course about yoga pose, like a yoga course or a yoga program, you want to share a free resource related to that program. For instance, this could be something you can repurpose from a course that you've already created. If you have a template, if you have a free live training, such as a Facebook Live, you can repurpose that content and generate it into a free resource. The second thing that you want to do is actually send out emails. People are always talking about, oh, you know what? I'm scared about emails. Emails are not scary. Okay. So I want to tell everybody it's not scary. Don't get scared. It's all about your personality and showing up in a way that's authentic. Yes, absolutely, Janae. Guest podcasting is my favorite. So when you're thinking about what to put into your email content, the first thing that you want to do is actually share that free resource. The second thing is promote that product. So just say, hey, I'm really working on this new product. I would absolutely love for you to check it out. Here's this resource. It's going to be X dollars off for a limited time. This is also known as a tripwire. Normally what happens if somebody opts into your free resource, they'll get redirected to a page that has a product that's a low discount price. So just like yes. So having that tripwire is definitely a great way to kind of lead into that step of somebody purchasing from you. And then the third thing is giving them the nurture sequence into a larger program. So sending them more information about free resources like blog post articles, podcast episodes. If you have a Facebook group, nurture them there. Or if you're really social on Instagram, post a link to your social media there. It really just depends on where your audience is hanging out. I know it's really basic, but if you connect with them and nurture them in a way that will help see the value in what you have to offer, then when you get into the sales emails, people go, oh, yeah, so-and-so. I remember seeing them in my inbox. So that way you're not going, oh, shoot, so-and-so's selling me. Now I got 20 emails. And then people are going to run out the door and go, crap, I'm unsubscribing. This person is trying to sell me on something and they haven't been in my inbox for like 2 months. So that's really, really important. So I think that pre-launch is super important before you decide to sell and use email marketing to get into a larger course or group program.
Totally. Yes. It's all about nurturing, right? This is what I teach in the Ocean Method, my Ocean Method right here. This is the lovely, beautiful drawing that my friend Kathy Nolan made for me. Basically, you can't just on social media or in any relationship building, you can't just walk up to someone, hey, you want to buy my thing? Hey, you want to buy my thing? Like, it doesn't work like that. No one's going to want your thing if they don't know you, they don't know what you're about, they don't know anything about what other services that you offer and things like that. And that's the same thing that translates in email marketing, translates in your social media marketing, all of that stuff. So it's so important to, again, be consistent. That's my thing, consistency and purpose, to be offering value consistently. So when then there is an opportunity for them to buy, they go, oh yeah, I want whatever she's offering because I love her and she's given me so much advice and so much valuable tips and things like that, that I really want what she has. And that's where you're taking that time to build a relationship. And because, we're in these COVID times, like this is our opportunity. If you're not taking advantage of the opportunity to virtually network, whether it be connecting connecting on Facebook Live or connecting in your email marketing and all your social media, you've got to buckle down. And like you said, it shouldn't be scary. It's not scary. Don't be scared. You can say that all, it's got to be something that we really just embrace, as this is the new way that we all need to operate, and just set a goal and move towards it. So I really like everything that you shared today. This is such good information.
Yes, absolutely. And I do want to also point out that, for your show, Amy, like, it is an amazing platform. So if you have a platform in which you can constantly nurture people and share with people your framework, your process, your thinking, your personality, like, for instance, I love sloths, and I sent out an email once that had like why I love sloths and sales webinars. I think it's a great way to help people see your personality and attract the right clients that you want to work with in a way that's going to be fun for you, and also help to support them.
Yeah.
And getting that platform out there, you're going to be able to share that lead magnet, whether it's going to be a slow ticket offer or a free resource, whatever it is. Get out there, share with people about your expertise, and get paid with courses. So
definitely. It's all about helping everyone that we can. Everyone's mission is always just to help and support and teach as many people as we can. And you can do so much on a one-on-one basis. With courses, with digital products, you can help, so many people, unlimited amounts of people that way, when you're documenting your processes and you're really sharing your information and your knowledge out there. So yay. I'm so glad that you've joined us today. So is there any last little tips, make sure if you have any questions, we're going to wrap up here in a minute. Make sure to add those in the comments as we're wrapping up this topic. What can you leave us with? I also want to make sure that you leave us with some kind of offer that we can follow up and connect with you too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the biggest thing that I would recommend is that you have something to say and that you are an expert. Just because you may not have been in the industry of creating courses for a long time, people want to know what you have to say. And so if I can leave you with one thing, it's that you are an expert. You can serve and sell your course without using sleazy sales tactics, without having a large audience. Even if you don't like going on camera, even if you're afraid of selling, courses are a great way to support your clients, to scale your services, and to move into a new world of influence and impact for your students. And then if you want to learn more about me, you can head over to my website and join me at thecourseconsultant.com. I host a weekly podcast episode, a bi-weekly podcast episode, and it's called The Course Consultant Show. I talk with successful course creators, and we talk all about course creation strategies in a way that's authentic and fun. So I'd love for you to join me there. I'm also on Facebook and my on my Facebook group called Inspired Courses. It's free. We have a lot of fun trainings. We have like so many this month. It's crazy. And I would love for you guys to join me there as well. And that's about it. I'm really excited that I had the chance to come join you today, Amy.
That was so awesome. I'm so excited to see you too. And we're going to hop into Messenger chat room. So if you're here watching and you want to dig in more and get to know Melody more, and let us see your smiling faces in person. Well, not in person, in video, face to face. So then join us here. I'm going to add the link. I'm going to add the little link here to get to the Facebook Messenger chat room. Stephanie, thanks for being here. If you can, if you have time to join us, we'd love to have you in there and be able to just talk about courses, digital products, and kind of just chit chat. Because when do we get to chit chat with each other like in person at all anymore? We don't. So this is my way of connecting with you all after we do these shows. It's super fun. So hop on over there, and then stay tuned for my show every Tuesday, and also next month we're talking about goal setting. We're going to do a lot of talk about goal setting because, of course, we're getting into the end of 2020 and into 2021. It's going to be awesome. So hop on over to our Messenger chat. We'll talk to you then. Bye, everybody.